from ground zero. She's made an appeal that this be declared as a national disaster, and a lot of more relief can come here and help all the people, so that this entire region where we are seeing nothing but boulders and rocks and sand is again recuperated and brought to its normal sea. This is Vajiullah with Mahendra for TV9. We are walking in the midst of the devastation that Punjari Mattu has seen, and Punjari Mattu is the first village that was hit by this huge landslide that took away close to 300 lives. Where I'm standing, it used to be a village, and what you see around me is broken houses. All behind me is broken houses. This was a pathway to that village, and everything seems to be torn apart. First, I like to tell my camera person to pan on my right and show you this entire village area which has been washed away by this Wayanad landslide that killed 300 people. These people be living here, and this is Panjari Mattu, the first spot which was hit by the landslide that came on that fatal night. You can still see houses in the right corner where there are bikes parked, where there are people still standing there. There are a lot of places where you can see this auto. If I can tell my camera person to zoom in on this auto near the tree on the right hand side. Mahendra, right here where this coconut tree is there is an auto which has been devastated. He's not been able to see that, so that is something that won't be possible. But from what he is showing you clearly gives you an idea about the devastation that this particular place saw, and this place did not even have the time to react, because the center of the entire landslide is not far away. The center of the landslide is right behind me, just behind those the valley that you see over there. And if because there's a lot of fog there, my camera person won't be able to show you that, but right in the center of that is the center of the entire place, and this is the first calamity of that entire place. And as you can see, this is one of the view that we'll show you, is how the water is still flowing from that particular place, and it has created this entire barren land which is filled with boulders and rocks and whatnot because of the landslide that we saw. Now, these huge boulders itself give you an indication of how the tragedy was, and how these things came tumbling down from that mountain. Close to 86,000 square meters has been washed away by this landslide, is what the ISRO tells us. So that clearly is a huge area of land mass that has been moved from one place to another. 86,000 square meter clearly gives you an idea of a small house like this will be 900 square or 500 square meters. 86,000 square meters is huge. So that clearly gives you an idea about how many houses, how many people, and how many lives were destroyed here in this place. And this Panjari Mattu is the first spot where the entire incident took place. So clearly, the devastation and the visuals that you see behind me, in front of me, and around you can give you an idea and give you a picture of what these people must have gone through on that fateful night. Bringing you this piece from Panjari Mattu is me, Muhammad Wajiullah, with my camera person Mahendra for TV9. Right now I am at Panjari Mattu. This is the first spot where the destruction happened on that fateful night, when the landslide that broke over there came flowing down this place. Panjari Mattu was the first village that was hit by that landslide. And as you can see around me, it's nothing but destruction all across the place. These houses have been broken, they've been torn apart. The entire thing behind me is in a scattered place. And if I tell my camera person to keep panning right as soon as we walk down, you can see this used to be an entire town, is what I've been told by people. And today nothing exists over here other than boulders and leftovers of that houses. That clearly gives you an idea that is the foundation of the house which has been torn apart. And as he keeps zooming across, you can see that there's one tree, and below that there's a vehicle that has been torched, that has been crumbled in a very bad place. And the houses around this place have all been torn apart by these big boulders that you've seen here. And these are not boulders that have been lying around here itself. These are boulders that have come down from that route during that fateful night when it rained very badly. And right now also, as we speak, it is still drizzling, but the situation is not of that sort is what we've been told. But if I keep talking to you and come on my left hand side, this is again another bird's eye view of that entire place. Because there's a lot of fog behind me, we won't be able to show you the center of the tragedy. But right over there, where the two valleys are meeting, two hills are meeting, that valley itself is the center of that entire devastation. And it is from that pathway we saw a huge chunk of boulders and everything coming to this side. And then because of the cloudburst and the heavy rains that night, this entire place got flooded. And today this is the reminiscence, or this is the leftover of that entire place that saw this horrific landslide, which has killed close to 340 people in this devastation, where most of them are yet to be found, is what I've been told. I've met a local here who's searching for his friend, and he told us that this place used to be a picturesque place, a beautiful place with a lot of small and beautiful old English houses over here, and it was just beautiful to look at. There were tree plantations and coffee and all these things all across, but today this is how it has been left, and this is how it looks today. So the devastation and the destruction clearly gives you an idea of what must have gone through in this particular place on that fateful night, and what these people must have faced. As of now, bringing you this from this tragic spot of Penjuri Mattu, the first spot which was hit by the tragedy, is me, Mohammad Wajiullah, along with my camera person Mahinder, for TV9.